Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons. Make sure to subscribe, and today we're going to have a little bit of a different video. We're going to test drive every vehicle that is in the event, and I will leave the link for the Reddit post in the description. Remember, you have to be logged in into the wiki. If it doesn't work, log out and log in again with the game open on wiki, and then click the links that is on the Reddit, and then you will be able to test these vehicles out. It's the same principle for every test drive ever, right? So it is pretty interesting, though. You can even have this type of thing. So as you see, yeah, even the modifications out of it. This is the original vehicle. Of course, we're not gonna test this. This is the Ajude. But we're not gonna test this one because, of course, we already did yesterday, and of course it's modified version as well, right? So yeah, you can get the solid Ajude as well, but we already tested yesterday, so I'm not gonna waste time with these vehicles because we already tested it in real matches. But let's take a look on some of the other ones, like for example this solid Porcupine over here, which is one of the modifications of the Porcupine that you can actually get. Very interesting. You can see the armor that he has. They don't have a lot of armor, but of course this makes sense. But yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, a lot of people complain about the event, a lot of people love it. I'm kind of in the mix there, in the middle. I just find it very interesting, the amount of work that they put into these models, right? But yeah, it's pretty much the same. Let's get to the vehicles that like to do the proper test drive that I couldn't test it, and you probably can't as well. Like for example, we have the solid bore over here, which is pretty interesting. It's a big truck, like a really big truck, and it still has the same armament. It's just that now it has more armor. That's pretty much what it is, and I think it carries more stuff on it. I mean, no, I don't want the map, but yeah, it probably takes a little bit more like resources and stuff. And then we have some of the other ones that you need to grind it out. So as you see, this is the first one, so let's test drive it. But as you see, it just has the rockets over here, the hydras, and of course the 30mm as well, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, let's test drive it to see how it is. Let's see if it works, the test drive, but I think it does. This is the best variant of this vehicle, and again, I mean, it's just the vehicles of the event, but it is cool to test these things out. Of course, we have the cannon, pretty good. We have a machine gun, and then it doesn't penetrate the guy. Yeah, it's probably because it is like an HE rocket, right? For lightly armored vehicles, it is pretty amazing. Of course, as always, right? Because these vehicles, all of them, they don't have a lot of armor because the objective is to be like a normal truck or something like that is being modified, like in Mad Max, right? So yeah, it is pretty cool. And they are pretty fast, as you see. I think this vehicle is already pretty fast without these event modifications, right? Can we flip it? No, I don't think so. But yeah, very interesting. Let's get to another one. We have one of the BTRs that you can actually take, which is pretty different. Very well armored compared to some of the other ones. 20mm on the side over here, and of course it is very much like a BTR, right? It doesn't have anything too different from the BTR. It is just the BTR 80, right? So yeah, it just looks cooler, I guess. Look at the spread of this gun. Does he have that amount of spread in the real game? I don't remember. The sounds of the engines are pretty cool as well. Of course, you have the smoke. Oh, the sound of this gun, I love it. Oh, it's so cool. Of course, you have the machine gun. That's a lot of smoke. It's not that fast and it feels sluggish. A little bit more than the original vehicle, to be honest, but still pretty cool. There's two more. One of them is the Rhino, as you see. Here's the version with the solid Rhino being here. So a little bit more ammunition. I think this is a Vickers, right? I always forget the name of this vehicle. It still has the normal gun. How many millimeters is this? Ah, yeah, 90. And let's see what he shoots. Just an AP round, normal AP round. Of course, this, like I said, this is not supposed to be anything too different, you know, than the original vehicles. It's supposed to be just kind of like that, but even worse, to be honest, because every vehicle is kind of lightly armored. Of course, they're not gonna penetrate anything. This ammunition doesn't have any type of round, and you have a parallax problem over here, which is, I noticed that every single vehicle of the event has that, which is pretty interesting. We have a no. This should be pretty good in the event, to be honest, because the armor is pretty alright, and you do have a big gun compared to the other ones, and it's fast as well. It's faster than the BTR, I think. Yeah, pretty cool, right? And we have the last one, which is a big truck, like a Roland truck, right? I forgot the name of that. The Mule. I think that's the Roland truck, right? So, yeah, this is, I mean, less armored than, like, less gunned than the other ones, obviously. But it makes sense. It's just a truck, right? So, let's see. But it has basically just a 50 cal, and I think, or 250 cals or something. Let me check. Yeah, it's just 50 cal, like just machine guns. You have an MG3 on the back. It's not a 50 cal. And then you have a 50 cal on the front. So as you see, it basically doesn't have anything, right? It just has a lot of armor and a lot of room for you to actually bring stuff to grind, you know. So interesting as well that you can just drive around the truck that it's barely armored. Or are not armored, like armed, right? And it's weird, you use the main button gun to actually shoot the 50 cal, which is pretty funny. And then the space, or the secondary, like for the machine guns, to actually fire the MG3 there. And it's pretty fast, as you see, 80 plus kilometers per hour. And I think we're dead. Let me get back to the hangar. But yeah, guys, very interesting. I mean, these vehicles, they're all vehicles that are already in the game, if I'm not mistaken. The funny part is that let me check one thing really quickly, because that tank there, I think it's a British tank, isn't it? The Rhino is a British tank, if I'm not mistaken. Let me find it. The Fox, where are you? No. I don't remember where that vehicle, I mean, this one is there. This one is there, of course. Falcon. And here it is. I mean, it's a Vickers, right? It's not on the German tech tree, but it has German voices on it, which is funny, to say the least. Like, I don't think the vehicle is here, right? Am I going crazy, or... I don't think so, right? It wouldn't make any sense. But yeah, it's just normal vehicles, to be honest, that are already in the game, but they are severely modified, which I think it's very, very funny. I think it is a cool event. Might not be the best one ever, but it is cool. And yeah, these were the vehicles. As I said, I will leave the links in the description for you to test them out if you want to. And yeah, see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe. And bye, guys. See you.